When I applied to the University of Washington grad school, they asked me, where do I see myself in 10 years? And I told them, I know people 5 years younger than me and 5 years older than me, and they're all pretty much in the same boat. Living with roommates and not making very much money. I thought this was a Halloween party.
Or like the idea that it's already a light, like, you know, it looks like a criminal light.
Puzzles to figure out.
Though, okay, it kind of reminds me though, like when you're on a website.
I'm glad we could meet up. I had a lot of fun at that Halloween party.
That wasn't a Halloween party.
Do you want a piece of gum?
So, who do you think you're gonna vote for?
Oh, I only follow British politics.
So, what do you do?
I'm an independent curator of Native American art. This vision made him feel keenly his own poverty, of purse and spirit. He was tired of knocking about, of pulling the devil by the tail, of shifts and intrigues. He would be 31 in November. Would he never get a good job? Would he never have a home of his own? He thought how pleasant it would be to have a warm fire to sit by and a good dinner to sit down to. He had walked the streets long enough with friends and with girls. Aw, is that a heart?
I think that's a dick.
He felt better after having eaten than he had felt before. less weary of his life, less vanquished in spirit. He might be able to settle down in some snug corner and live happily if he could only come across some good, simple-minded girl with a little money. Hey Elliot, did you see Clayton's new art show?
No.
I think he's the worst artist in New York. To me, it all boils down to sentimental aesthetics. Like he's just taking pop culture imagery from his childhood and trying to pass it off as his own. But everyone played The Sims and, spent time on forums when they were teenagers, so I don't know. I think he's just deranged. I mean, he tried to marry my ex-girlfriend, but she's gay now, so that doesn't even matter.
I moved to New York in 1981 from Berkeley, California. I was 16 years old. I dropped out of high school after 2 years and 2 weeks, slightly before my 16th birthday, and then I decided that I wanted to move to New York. I actually had a brother and sister here who had moved before me, and they found a 3-bedroom apartment for us on Avenue B and 10th Street on Tompkins Square Park. I was going to the Metropolitan Museum all the time. I was going there 4 times a week. I knew that place like the back of my hand. It was probably in that period of sort of desperately trying to take in what I could from the great cultural institutions of New York that a certain kind of relationship to museums got into place in me. On the one hand, a tremendous kind of investment and aspiration that I brought to those institutions, and on the other hand, a tremendous anxiety about whether I would ever be good enough, whether I would ever be adequate, whether I would ever be legitimate in relation to those institutions, which represented a culture that was very, very different from the culture that I grew up with.